Okay. Versatile Vigilante, Young Vince, Uncle Vinny. Got the Pelham Park All-Stars in the building, man.
Come on.
Shaq and Kobe, you know?
Shaq and Kobe, man. SHMURDA61st, Mr. Smooth Baby 61st. My guy. Yo, we gotta do. Oh, there we go. We're already wavy. Let's go. We're already. We gotta do a quick cheers, man. Appreciate you guys coming out.
Oh, fuck, I ain't got no gym, but water the best
Healthy
way.
boys, man. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
How you guys living, man?
Just living life, you know? Trying to just work on our craft the best we can, right?
I see you guys working, man. I see you guys put in a lot of work. You got videos out together, solo, whole crew.
You got
So, like, you know, we can do everything.
Yeah.
I love that, bro. So, yo, it's your both your first interviews?
Yeah.
I want to start from the beginning just a little bit, bro. Give SHMURDA, we'll start with you. Talk about kind of where you grew up, and then we'll go from there.
I grew up in the Pelham Park area, you know? As a kid, it was just playing sports, doing a lot of, you know, fuckery, you know? Just playing around a little bit, you know?
Toronto shit.
You know, Toronto stuff, you know, everybody knows the life, but
Real shit.
I just came up. I used to play, you know, sports a little bit, then I just fell off on that, and then as a kid, my whole life, I always liked music, right? But I came to a point where I'm just like, you know, I might as well start making music, and I started doing it, right?
I definitely get that, bro, because we talked about it a bit before the interview. You guys come from a very legendary part of the city, too.
Yeah, you got everybody around us is rapping, all the older heads, you know. You got Nightmare, Top Notch, Black Hawk. Got Homie 61st, you got Biggs, you know, Smiley, right? Everybody's rapping. So as a kid, you're growing up watching that, right? It makes you just want to do it more. And you see that everybody's getting somewhere with it, so why not?
Oh, shit.
It makes sense to me, man. I definitely feel that. And Smoothie, you grew up there as well.
Yeah.
Similar.
Fucking, you already know it's the same shit. Just fucking wild. You already know how the hood gets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely get that, bro. I wanted you guys to both come through together because I see that you got like a partnership going on.
This is my brother. This is like,
love that, man.
SHMURDA. You know, this is SHMURDA Smooth, you know?
Real shit.
We've always been together since we were kids, like, grow up together, always did everything together, you know?
Real shit.
And, yeah, you had to do this rap shit together, too, you know?
I love seeing that, bro, like, as a fan perspective. Like, I love seeing people that grew up together, like, go up together, you know, together. I love to see that. Did you both kind of at the same time, like, let's rap, or did one of you kind of push each other a bit?
I was the one pushing him. Like, me personally, I was rapping. You know, I go to the studio with my friends, turn up, just have fun, you know, just fuck around on the mic.
Yeah.
And then when we started making better music, and I used to tell him, like, bro, you're the one who used to sit down in the basement and you're telling me to rap. And we're freestyling all night, you know? I'm like, fam, you can really put down some cold shit. So then I started bringing him to the studio, started getting him comfortable. You know, we started going off. Big started showing him too, like, yo, you know, you gotta do this because, yo, you have the courses, you know? He has those saucy, you know, the little saucy maneuvers on the track. So we're like, yo, you have to start doing this. And he started getting comfortable, and then he started going to studio more than me. Like, you know, it's crazy.
Fuck, man, you know?
I like that. Sometimes you just need that push, right? Like,
That's 100% still.
You were probably thinking of going too.
Yeah.
You're like,
like sometimes for sure. But like, if they didn't push me for sure, like, you know, I wouldn't have probably really been truly doing it, right? So it's like some real shit still. Cause it's like, fuck, most likely doing my shit and, you know, other shit, you know?
You guys probably see talent in each other that, like, you might not be able to see in yourself, right? Like,
no, real 100%.
It's important. You mentioned Shaq and Kobe, like, pushing each other to
get to the best, you know, be the best.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
I love that. How was that adjustment to the studio, though? Because I've talked about that with other rappers where it's like, I've been freestyling and making music forever, but the studio is different. How do you guys adjust to that?
Honestly, like, I didn't feel like, for me, it wasn't really that hard, you know? I just, even till now, I still freestyle my music. I don't even really write like that, you know? He writes a 1-2, but it's just... you just have to get used to how it works, the mic, you know how it is listening to yourself.
Shit, you know. Fuck, that shit took me a long time too.
For sure, bro.
Shit.
I feel like that's something too. The more you learn, the more you realize, shit, like there's a lot to learn.
But no, there definitely. I still got a lot to learn.
I love that, man. That's growth.
I still got a lot to learn. Takes you, you know, time. You know, you gotta put time and effort into your work, and you know, fuck, it's real shit. True, just to get better, if you want to get better, right?
And testing every type of lane you can go into, you know? Because when you're listening to yourself do that, now you can see, like, what's going to sound good, or what I can be like, I can use this, you know? this might be even a new sound, you know?
That's real shit. Cause there's some tracks, like you said, sometimes I'll just freestyle. And that shit will be hotter than, you know, my bars gonna be writing sometimes. I'll be like, oh, down, you know, itch my head. And then, you know, it's on and off, but it's like the vibe when you get in the studio, you know? Because I'm with Broski, so you know what? Anytime I get in the studio with Broski, you know, we always shifting on bangers.
No, 100%. When we're in the studio too, you know, we always have to push each other, like, yo.
Real shit.
Telling you, fam, you could be doing some saucy shit on this.
Real shit.
Then you try that saucy this, and you're like, oh,
fuck.
This is it.
Got something here.
I'm telling you.
I like that, bro, because, yo, I listen to your music. I could tell you guys are enjoying yourselves.
Yeah.
Like, the energy level is high, you know? Like, you can't fake that.
Yeah. No, 100%.
You guys were in the studio just bummy. That would reflect in the music.
Yeah.
You know? You guys are in there.
Because when we're over there, it's a vibe. More times we're there with the whole gang, you know? Everybody turning up, you know? Like, everybody's in the studio. All the man. Because we all still do music together, you know? Everybody does their little 1-2-1-2, but when we're in the studio, all the man, we're stepping out. We're in their turn, bumping the tracks. Imagine, like, yeah, you hear next guy in the back, like, no. You have to switch that up. You have to switch that up. No.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody pushes each other. Like, yo, if that's not it, we're not the type of, like, yeah, you can allow that. Nah. Imagine this thing like, nah, we can't hear that one still. You have to redo that.
Man, them look over for each other still. That's for sure.
I feel like that's like the lion's den, but you're all lions, you know? Like,
exactly. Everybody's sure.
Building together.
It's for sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's not for the faint of heart. Go in there. Gotta come in with the A game, you know?
Of course. So that even when we're bumping our tracks, like, yeah, this one right here, I'm bumping this for a week straight, like, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Shit.
This is the one right here still. Until we go make our next two and they're like, oh, these ones might be the one, you know? But
you know when you got a hit? You feel that way?
Sometimes still, like, you'll know, like, if I play a track and it's like, I'm super fucking with the track myself, and then when I play it for anybody else, they're like, whoa, this one's a sauce, then I know I have a heater. But even when I make that one track, like, we went to the studio last 2 weeks, made some tracks where we're looking at each other like, yo, fam,
problem.
These might be the ones. Like, you know, but
for real, that's for sure. That's for sure.
As an artist, we kind of like know our craft. So like when we do make a bad track, we'll go home, whatever, link the next day, be like, yeah, that one wasn't that saucy still. If anything, we have to fix this up, you know?
Yeah, that doesn't mean that we scrap it, you know what I'm saying?
No, real.
We can always go back and redo it, you know
literally,
what I'm saying?
So that even if we say we do run out of tracks, it's not gonna happen. But
real shit,
if that were to happen, it would be like, yo, we have those 2 tracks, we just fixed those 2 up. Yeah, that's a banger, you know?
Yep.
Literally.
No, that's real, bro. Because even like you mentioned, if you made something you weren't crazy about, you're still in the studio, you're still working, like you're still exercising. You know what I'm saying? Like it's developing a craft.
Yeah.
No, you have to.
I love that. So when you started making music, what was the vibe? Like, were you showing your friends the music right off the bat, or was it more just for you? How did it kind of evolve?
Right off the bat, because realistically, we're in the studio with like at least 5 guys, at least 5 niggas. And we're bumping that. Everybody, all the man heard that right away. So they're already like, okay, yeah, we need this. They're leaving with the file themselves. We're not sending it to them. They're telling the engineer, send that over. So everybody has the track already. And then even our friends from outside, they're getting the track too. Like, listen to this. Boom. You know, my certain 1-2 dogs, his certain 1-2 people. We have like, you know, closer friends. We're like, yo, listen to this. Listen to that. Like, oh, okay, yeah, this is our heater. They'll tell their opinion too, you know. So everybody gets to hear that, just to know, like, yeah, we're coming up with some heat, you know?
Right.
Nah, that's fact. Especially when we first started, right? Because it's like, shit, like, we're making music. We're not really expecting us to be the best or expecting us to sound good. But, you know, you need some type of opinion, but you're not going to care about their opinion, like, as much, right? So it's like, fuck, I want to show them the track. But if I really like it, then I like it. You know what I'm saying? And if he likes it, he likes it. If I fuck with his track, you know what I'm saying? It goes the same way.
It's the same way, literally.
Real shit.
So it's like if he's going to bump it, I'm going to bump that too, because I like that one. If I don't like it, then it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to tell him, you know? You got to just show him, like, yo, fam, you just got to go back and touch it.
Fix that up. You got to fix that up
real
a little
shit,
bit,
but that's good. Sometimes you need that, though, right? Because, like you said, sometimes not, you know, your ear is not always the best ear. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because there be even tracks that we'll make where I don't even like them or he won't like them. But I play them for someone else and they're like, whoa, this track's a heater. I'm like, fam, you really like this track? Like, I don't even really rock with this track, you know? And I like my music.
Oh, for real.
I like that, bro. I like that you said that because that's like artist shit.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this guy likes that song. Okay, that's for them. I still gotta make what I like too.
No real
like,
shit.
It's an interesting balance.
Yeah, it's weird.
You mentioned that Pelham has a ton of like musical acts. A lot of people that have been doing their thing. Do they
for years?
For years, legendary guys. I want to get into that, but first I would just want to see like, can you go to them for advice? Like,
of course.
What do you think of this? And
anybody that you see's rapping that's been in the hood doing this, you can ask them for advice anytime. You can bring us to certain places, or even if you guys want to link us for certain things, we have those too, you know?
Yeah,
you guys
100%.
can get the same links that we have, like studio, whatever, you know? Literally goes both ways. Because everybody does their own, like, you know, has their own craft. So I can be developing something and you could be developing something. But we can both have the same links, like, yeah, you know?
Yeah.
If you need this on this side to help you, then I can help you with this side, you know? Videos, okay, then you have the cameraman and the video man. Okay, I have the studio man, and, you know? Therefore, on.
Very smart, man. That's building a strong roster.
No,
for real.
Like, tell me if I'm wrong. I'm just saying this from the outside, but I see you guys. First of all, everyone from 61st, you know, like their 61st is in the IG.
Because we're
out there. Like, you guys seem very prideful of where you're from. Fair to say.
Of course, we love the place that we grow from.
Oh, shit.
We love it. Just the life that we lived, you know, is different, you know? Not a lot of people get to experience the type of lifestyle we did, you know?
Yeah, shit.
It's so cool for someone like myself to see, because Toronto, it's always a political city. There's always, you know, you know what it is, but you guys always are connected, bro. Like, always together. And I think that's so rare. I don't know anyone else that does that, man, other than where you guys are from.
Because we all grew up together. Like,
real shit.
Anybody you see that has that 61st on them, we grew up together. Like,
that's 100%.
From youth, like, we all grew up together. Like, from the days that we're all in high school, even kindergarten, like, you know, all them years, we've been knowing each other for years.
Shit,
like,
from sandbox.
Decades, sandboxes, like, you know?
Real shit.
Literally, from when we came out our mothers.
You know what I'm saying?
Deeper than music.
Yeah, you know? Shit. So, like, we're all like a brotherhood, you know? We all love each other, you know? We all really put in this work and try to do stuff for each other, you know?
I notice it, bro. Like, again, I can tell. Like, I could tell you guys are close just from watching the videos, or just from understanding, like, a bit of the history. Like, for me as a viewer, as a listener, it's very cool to see. I enjoy it. You know, again, you feel it through the music.
No, of course. If there wasn't that vibe, you can notice that.
Real shit. What do you think it is about your part of the city? Because it's not quite downtown. It's not, like, suburb. It's not deep east. Like, it's Toronto, but it's a specific part of Toronto. Yeah, it's
like you're, like, in the west. You're kind of, like, it's weird because we're in a place where, like, you're 30 minutes from everywhere. Like,
shit.
You're 30 minutes from the East End. You're 30 minutes. You know, you're 30 minutes from Yorkdale.
Right in the middle of everything that's going on.
Everything.
It's a weird spot.
We're in the heart.
We're in the heart, but we're not in the heart. You know, we're kind of excluded to the side, but it was calm. You know, it's just so it's kind of like we get to live every type of life. Like, you know, I can be going to, like, I can go to, like, towards Mississauga, only gonna take me 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Or if I'm gonna, so when I go check someone in the East End, it's only gonna take me like 30 minutes. You know. So you get to be in the middle of everything.
Oh, shit.
Fun and everything. Like, it's a good place for it to be, you know?
100%, man. Again, like, I've seen the history, and I see you guys are all hard workers too, bro. Like, you mentioned Smiley. I was watching the interviews talking about your neighborhood, of how always was just focused on money, making money, man. Like, helping each other, making money was never so much about, like, rah shit. And, like, I like that. I see, like, strong work ethic, and was that always something that you guys kind of stood by as well? Yeah,
like,
it's better off making money, right?
Yeah.
So it's like that's all they really showed us, like, just make money. But don't get it twisted. Like, we obviously, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? But we're all making money still.
Literally.
Yeah. No, I like that, bro. It's like you're out there, but you're also doing your thing. Like, low-key about what you're doing, but it's to the best level.
No, of course. Just trying to, you know, really develop our music and just stay out the way.
Oh, shit.
That. So what's your vision with this shit? Like, you guys want to be as a duo? Are you going to be doing solo and duo? What do you guys see this going as?
Kind of both ways, literally, how you said, like, a solo and duo, like, you know, because we have tracks by ourselves, and then we do have a lot of tracks together too. So there be times, okay, we can drop a duo album, but then we can go drop a 2 singles for ourselves too, like, you know.
Just say, you know, fuck, just to see what they're saying, you know.
Go anyway, you know.
You can do both.
Yeah, of course, because we're not. It's not like, well, we have to rap together, you know. But we have other people we can rap to. Because I have tracks with, like, Homie 61st. I have tracks with OT Money, you know. I have tracks with Biggs. Like, he has tracks with Biggs. Yeah, you know. There's other ways we can go. Like, we drop music on this side, you know. It doesn't really matter.
I see that, bro. I think like a 61st tape with everyone would be crazy.
Yeah, yo.
If that happens, man, I'm gonna be excited about that.
I wouldn't be mind of it, you know.
Shit.
Love that. With the music shit, do you feel like it kind of helps you stay focused on something where it's positive? Because again, we see it's very easy to get into shit, and especially Toronto, big city. Music, I feel like maybe is that a way where you can like, okay, let me put my energy towards this, see what can come from this.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Because realistically, you don't want to always be in the gutter your whole life, right?
Real shit.
So like, it makes us feel like, yo, we have so many opportunities that we need to take hold of, and really do something with this instead of sitting back and just being lazy with it, like, you know, no work ethic, nothing. So it does kind of keep us in like a strong mind, like we have something we can look towards, you know, instead of saying like, holy, I don't know really where my life's going, you know.
Very real. That's a great message, bro. That might be a clip, because I think a lot of people can take something from that, you know. Maybe it's not music, maybe it's not anything, but you gotta find something
you know,
towards.
Literally,
sure.
Real shit.
You want to put your life into partying, that's what's gonna be, but we try to put our life into this music so that we can really do something, right?
Real shit.
I love that. Have you guys had the chance to perform at all?
Not yet, but
we're gonna have a couple.
Soon, something like that will happen.
That would be lit.
Of course.
You think about that?
All the time. Because once we get into positions like that, it's like, oh, we're really shutting places down, then that's bringing a different type of level, right?
100%, man. That's also, I think, when you grow as an artist too, controlling a crowd, that's an interesting experience in its own.
100%.
That's for sure.
Yo, I wanted to ask you, I'm just asking this as I'm a big fan of his music. I know there's some, I don't want to go deep into it, but any updates on MK? Because I'm a huge fan of his. I just, how's he doing?
Shout out MK.
He's doing good still. That guy right there, soon come home, man. Hopefully, right?
One of my favorite artists in the city, bro.
Yeah.
Ever, for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out MK for sure.
Shout out MK.
So, you guys, when you're a duo, is there a duo that you look at in music where you're like, I fuck with what they're doing, kind of maybe model you, not copy at any, but kind of model yourself?
Of course, we look at other duos, like we can kind of learn something from them, you know, how they did their thing, and then even if when we're working on our thing, to find those certain things that we need to do to get to that point.
Fuck with anyone specific?
I look at like, you know, the D Block Euro.
Yep.
Look at them a couple times, you know, because I like how their sound is and how they really work it as a duo too, you know. Because sometimes Young Abs will have his own music, and then the next guy will have his own things too, you know. So like they make it work, and then sometimes even Young Abs just does the full like the hook, and then he'll just come in with the verse and dirty up the verse, you know.
As is crazy.
Yeah,
that's a good comparison. Now that I'm thinking about it, I could see that.
Yeah, that's where I kind of look like, yo, those guys really did something with that, right? So we of course can do something, because really, realistically, in the city, there's not really any duo that's really doing that, you know?
No, not really, man. That's why I'm excited about you guys. That's a whole other new energy. Fuck with that, man. You'll go twice as far with each other.
Yeah, that's 100%. That's 100%.
Love that, man.
Oh, shit.
What's like your strategy? Are you someone that you have an idea in your head for a song, or is it all just based on vibe? Kinda.
Honestly, we go to the studio. We just go to the studio, listen to beats, get drunk, drink a little bit, you know, smoke weed, and then we'll just make bangers. Like, we'll just say, yeah, boom, go in the studio. Okay, fucking with this beat, we'll literally do, like, our producer will play us a beat. We'll sit there on that beat for like 30, maybe 10, 20 minutes. we'll both make a sound in our head, and I'm like, okay, are you doing the verse or am I doing the verse? You're gonna do it, okay, go. He'll go slap down the verse, and then boom, I come with the chorus. Boom.
Oh shit! Either when the fucking turn up, find track becomes different, hits different, like, you know.
It moves different when you're in the studio and you're just making it, you know. You're not really writing it down, because sometimes, you know, when you write it down, you're so specific on that what you wrote down. So like when you do it freestyling, you're there like, oh, okay, you can switch up the flows, you can punch in different bars. Like, yeah, you can literally control the track any way you want to go right there and then, instead of like, okay, this is how this track has to be.
That's a great point, bro. I like that, because that's true. If you write, you're just like, okay, that's what I have to do.
Yeah.
Keep it flowing. Options are a little more endless.
Sometimes, sometimes the words won't fit. Sometimes it'll be too much. You know?
Love that.
That's why you gotta do both. It's a talent, right?
Both.
Yeah, it's a talent, to be honest, real talent. Because certain people can't really do it, right? And we could create hits that people probably thought we wrote.
Literally.
And that was just a freestyle, like
20 minutes.
20 minutes in the studio.
I love that, bro. Flex the muscles, man. I love that type of shit.
Yeah.
That's real too, because it's probably a pretty sick feeling to know that you're getting better too. Like, I'm sure from you guys' first songs compared to now, you're like, oh man, way better than I was.
It's crazy though, because we be going back to those songs that we made when we basically just started, and it's like, oh, we might actually have a hater here. Like, Get Out, that track was old.
Get Out was old?
That was an old track. I literally just took it. I said, yeah, let me just switch up a verse on this, and then, I can drop it. Like, you know? So that was me from younger, when I was doing it from, like, 2-3 years ago.
The energy was always there. I think that's the key. Like, the spirit
100%.
can never be, like, it's authentic.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's real as fuck. That was the one that dropped on 6 Buzz, I think, right?
Yeah.
That did really well. What's been like for you, like, to see really, you have good reception on all your music. Like, I think you have a pretty good, already strong fan base. How's that feel for you guys to know I'm making this music, people are liking it?
That's good. Shout out all the fans, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Couldn't really do it without them, right?
Of course.
Like, people outside of that, listening to music, I feel like that's got to be a crazy feeling.
Yeah, it definitely is.
No, definitely. Because especially when you're meeting people in the industry, or like going towards the industry, and they're like, oh, this is you, and they're recognizing you as an artist, it's crazy still. It's a crazy feeling, you know, like, holy.
It just gives you, you know, that motivation to keep going, like, you know,
on the right track.
Literally, because when you're getting recognized by certain people, you're like, that track only did like 10K. Say word. You know who I am? Like, that's crazy.
For sure.
That's very cool, man. That's...
And like we said, we just started this, like, right? So it's like,
we didn't even put
we're not really
all in.
Like, you know, we are gonna put our whole all in, right? But it's like, we just started, right? So it's like, fresh off the boat.
For sure, man. You guys, to me, it's like a new, like, you're like a new draft class. It's like the NBA. Like, you guys are the new draft class from where you're from, I feel. It's like you got that new energy.
Literally.
Taking things to an even further level.
Yeah. Of course. All the mandem. Especially because even mans like Homie 61st and Bakes, everybody's working. Even those guys are about to come out with some crazy tunes.
Trust me, man. There's been hits coming out of your area for fucking damn near a decade now, more maybe.
It's gonna keep going.
It's gonna keep going. You got hits from Homie, you got hits from Bakes, you got hits from us, then you got hits from MK,
It's not even just that. Like, you know, we also got people doing like acting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, shout out my nigga A1. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great point, because not everyone's a music artist, but there's mad other people
stuff,
doing
you know?
A lot of talent in
a lot of talent, you know what I'm saying?
We got ball players, we got everything.
We're ball players, real
very
talk.
unique hood.
Holy
very
smokes.
unique hood, man.
Very unique hood.
But like yours is more like a community, man.
Yeah.
Like, you got a real. It's very rare, bro.
Because how close we literally grew up to each other. Like from my house, I can walk across the courtyard. Like, yo, broski, we say, like, you say for the day, literally, we're just chilling.
That's interesting, bro. I didn't think of it like that. Like, physically, you're super close together.
Yeah.
That makes a difference.
Real talks. It's like, you see, you know, if I see you every day, it's like a,
yeah.
You know, you know what I'm saying? Real shit.
Exactly. And then our parents are good with each other too, so it's like, everybody's basically one big family type thing, you know?
Generational, man.
Yeah.
You guys, the next generation. I'm excited to see. Love that. Shmurda, you mentioned something interesting too, where you said like going deeper into the music industry. How's that been for you, like dealing with different types of people? Like maybe, I don't know if you've talked to any label guys or Spotify people, anyone like that, but that's an interesting world too. How's that been for you guys?
Honestly, it's
going pretty good still. It's just gotta,
adjust,
you know, and really put our craft in, right?
Yeah.
Because we're meeting a lot of people, but now it's just us putting in the work, right?
Work so gotta show.
Literally, sure. When we start actually putting in the work, then that's when the doors are just more open, you know? Wherever which way we want to go.
Very well said. To get uncomfortable at times, I ask that because I like on my show to talk about like growth, you know? Because there are times when you're kind of doing some like industry type thing, you're like, I don't know, and you do it and it worked. Like, have you had that type of experience?
Honestly, it's just a vibe, like, you know, we just go with the flow, right?
Good way to put it, man.
Yeah. It's literally, it's literally you can't move like you're new to it, right? You just gotta just go with the flow and know that this is what's around you and what you have to do to get to where you want to be.
That's so true, bro. I feel like it's just confidence at the end of the day.
Yeah,
literally. I'm doing my thing.
If you're not confident in your work, then it's never gonna show, right?
Very true. People can hear that, see that. Yeah. That's real shit.
That's facts.
You mentioned there's actors where you come from. Would you guys ever get into that? Like maybe a different game down the line?
Maybe if it gets to there, because those actors be making those those crazy checks.
That's for sure.
Never know.
Yeah, for sure.
You never know, man. Kind of like what you said earlier, you're having people around you that can do these things. You can make that shit happen.
Even involve them with our thing, like, you know, start making movies, like, where it's like when our videos are looking like movies now.
61st Productions. That would be fucking crazy, man. I love that. I think we need more of that, like, real, like, Toronto-made shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, not Hollywoodized Toronto, like Toronto.
Yeah, literally.
That would be cool.
Yeah. It would be still.
People doing their thing. You pay attention to what goes on in the Toronto music scene, or you don't really give a fuck?
No, I want to, but not really. Like, I'm not really on it, but like, I see a guy drops a new track, I'm like, yeah, I'll bump that. Let me hear this. Okay. You know?
Yeah.
Not really I'm just trying to prosper myself, you know? Because realistically, I might listen to a 1-2 tracks on YouTube for the day, but more times I'll be listening to our tracks all day. Every time I'm in the car, like, we're bumping our own tracks. We don't even need to bump no one else's tracks. Us, the man, them, you're hearing swing. Now it's like, okay, I'm tired of myself. All right, let me go listen to the next man, them. Boom.
Yeah, shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, literally. Might play like 3 tracks about it. I'm like, yeah, okay. Go listen to some Smooth now. Let me go listen to some Bigs. All right, let me go listen to, you know, Homie, Black, anybody. We're like, yo.
So sick. The home team's the strongest team.
Literally. Yes, I need to listen to no one else, realistically.
Real shit. All in-house.
Literally, and then you got the young boys that are doing their thing too.
There's a group after you.
Yeah.
Holy, bro. Never stops.
Never stops.
I love that, bro.
I can tell you that.
Man.
When that group comes, it's like, oh, leave.
Ready to roll.
Yeah.
They're not ready for that group. I'll tell you 100%. I'll tell you, they ain't ready for that group.
You teaching them as well?
You can say so.
Teach it.
You can say so, but
shit.
Those guys have they're doing their own thing with that.
Shit.
They have their own little sauce to the music. They ain't even following our way. They're following their own way.
They're hot, though.
They're hot.
That.
You worked with them yet or not really?
Yeah, we have still.
I gotta check those. Send me some after. I want to check some of that. yeah. Shit. But yo, even that again, I really respect like what you guys are saying right now. Like, there's already a younger generation. You guys are like, yo, wait.
When those guys come out, it's crazy.
It's for sure.
I love that, man. How's it been in the neighborhood since you've been making music? Like, do people look at you a little different, or just same shit?
It's the same, because realistically, everybody we grew up with, so it's like, they might just make a little 1-2 jokes, like, SHMURDA, you know, talking a little shit, or like, Smooth.
Yeah, but, you know.
But yeah, it's the same. It's always the same relationship.
Everything's always love.
Of course. Still chill with the man who kick up in the ends.
Real shit.
Awesome raw bump. I tell you, we'll be bumping our own tracks, tracks in the hood.
Loud.
Loud.
I feel like listening to your own music music in the whip is a flex, man. Like,
that's
gotta be a sick feeling too. I love that. Smooth Baby, how'd that name come? That's a fire name, bro. I love that. Mr. Smooth Baby,
bro. Honestly, fuck, like, just used to swerve so much bitches.
Simple.
It's crazy, dog. It's crazy, you know. I'm not gonna say, you know, but maybe I had a little baby face, but that was it. But you know,
I love it.
Fuck.
This guy's fuck.
Shit.
I love that, bro. We kind of touched on it a little bit. I'm just curious to what you guys think. So, mention Smiley making it huge. One of the biggest stars to probably ever come out of the city at this point.
Smiley. Shout out Smiley.
Shout out Smiley. That legend.
Shit.
To me, a legend.
He's a legend still.
You see him as like someone who's doing their thing where it's like, okay, it could really be done. Like,
100%.
Inspiration, basically.
Nah, that's for
100%. Because when we're seeing him do certain things, that's just giving us motivation. Like,
that's for sure.
It's right there.
Real talks.
That's broski. That's right there. That's not even like, you know, if we keep pushing, we're right there too.
It's possible. It's been done.
Yeah,
it's being done now. You guys could do that shit too. I love that.
Trust me. When you start seeing certain things, you're like, and you can see that you can do something in this, then it's like, now okay, let me just start actually pushing towards this and actually
see the vision,
working on my craft. Real shit. You see the vision.
Shit.
See the vision, bro. It's even more than a dream now. It's like
it's right there.
It's right there.
It's right there. Exactly, all you actually got to do is put in the work.
Real shit. Real shit. Does any, like, I've gone through this myself and I've heard other people say this. Like, you guys are working hard. Do you ever have people around where it's like, oh man, you guys are really going to be in the studio tonight? Like, let's go out. You ever have to deal with that sort of stuff? Temptation, basically.
Not really, because once I say, oh, I'm in the studio, my bag, I lights off.
They know.
Do your thing, you know? Because they already know what time it is.
It's like lock-in time, right?
Literally, we tell them, like, bro, we have a 10-hour session and you guys want to come, but we're in the studio tonight, you know? You guys want to go, but we're here. Maybe after we'll link you.
That's commitment, man. Those are those times that is going to lead to that huge success. Those, you know,
that's for sure.
100%.
Gotta lock it in, right?
Gotta lock it in. What are you guys saying for the summertime? We're hopefully getting some nice weather soon. What's the Shaq and Kobe looking like?
Shit, we got a lot of shit.
Might go for a ring right now.
Competing.
Might go for a ring right now, but
shit.
We're working on something right now.
Love that, bro. I know you got something going on.
When that touches the streets,
no,
we're not ready for that. But we got something coming.
Love that. Yo, bro, we're about half hour in. I really enjoyed talking to you guys. I want to give you an opportunity. Do you have anything you want to promote? Anything you want to talk about? Floor is yours. Anything going on that you guys want to shout out? Feel free.
Nah, we're good. We're just all you have to do is shout out the Mandem. You already know. All the 61st gangdom.
Shout out 61st. Shout out baby Pablo, man.
Come on, shout out baby Pablo.
Seasick,
come on.
Luchy, legends, man.
Yeah, those guys are hard too.
Super legend.
You might even have something coming with them. You never know. You never know, man. You never know.
Shit.
Can't wait for that, bro.
Never know.
That's could be playing that full blast, man. Come on, bro. You guys watching basketball? Random question, but basketball guys at all?
Watching basketball.
Yeah, we're watching it.
Sweet.
Some of us are losing from it too.
You know what I'm saying? Oh,
you thought Milwaukee?
Fuck, yo, I bet like 4 Bills lost it all.
Milwaukee?
Fucking Miami.
Yo, actually, quick basketball question for you. I'm curious. You saw what Giannis said about the failure?
Yeah.
What did you think about that? You felt with what you're saying?
I think he's right too. I honestly, you know, because you like look at MJ, right? All those times that he probably lost and still, you know what I'm saying? Was that failure? That's not failure. Look where he is now, right?
It's just teaching you lessons.
It's like step by step, right?
Real shit. I like that too, man. Because if you're not failing, you're not probably doing anything.
Yeah,
you're not trying your best.
Exactly.
Yeah, literally.
Exactly, man.
And how would you know if you don't fail?
Literally. You can't just take that one step and then fall and be like, oh, fuck this, I don't want to do this no more. Nah, you have to keep going.
Fail multiple times. Like I said, it took me a lot. I'm still trying to get the hang of it, this rap stuff, you know? But like I said, it still takes time, right?
It takes time.
So
that's the right attitude. That's a great attitude, man. Knowing you're going to make mistakes, but we'll get up as well.
Not for sure.
100%.
Love that,
that's
man.
For sure.
Yo, I really appreciate you guys, bro. Shout out your Instagrams real quick for the people.
Come on. SHMURDA61st.
Come on, Mr. Smooth, baby.
Come on.
61st in the building, man. I appreciate you guys, bro. Fucking fire conversation. Versatile Vigilante. Shout out Pablo.
Come on.
Shout out
Free MK. Shout out
Broski, man. Free Broski, man.
My week was
Shout
so
61st, nigga. My week was so shit.
Legend.
Come on. Bow.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.